Hello everybody, today is the centenary of the birth of Philip Larkin, a poet whose poetry, though beautifully written and very emotionally accurate often, it can be quite depressing. But he also writes about love uh, slightly more positively, although he's not sure whether love is what is at the heart of everything and what lasts. He writes a poem called The Arundel Tomb. Two figures, sculpted figures, Richard FitzAlan and Eleanor of Lancaster, lie side by side in this memorial to them, and they're holding hands. And out of this he draws, and I'm simplifying a complex poem here, out of this he draws the notion that what survives when you die is your love. Uh, he says, with the sort of question mark in the air, that this holding of hands that they've got proves our almost instinct, almost true, that what will survive of us is love. We're not absolutely sure, but what we hope for, what we want, is that when we die, what will be remembered of us is the loving that we offered, the loving that we gave, the caring that we contributed to the people around us. That's what I'd like to be said about me, and I'm sure you would too, and it's an incentive to go on being loving. But there's also another well-known quotation in his poem Faith Healing, which is basically about two people who go to a typical American evangelist for healing in a faith healing service. But in his reflections towards the end of the poem, again more complex than I'm making it sound, he says, in everyone there sleeps a sense of life lived according to love. To some, it means the difference they could make by loving others, but across most, it sweeps as all they might have done had they been loved. And I think that's a wonderful thought. What we could achieve, what many people who don't experience a great deal of love could have achieved had they been loved. And it makes me realise, being reminded of these poems, how powerful love is, not just in helping us to find ourselves when we are loved, but also when we love others, we can help them to discover themselves so that they don't have to say what might have been had they been loved, but can say this is what we are because we have been loved. And maybe our love has contributed to that contribution to the lives of other people. And I think if we can do that, then what will be remembered, what will be our memorial, will be the love that survives after we've gone.